You debated against then Vice President Vice President Biden 4 years ago, and he was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. You must, I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Anderson, the point has to be performance in terms of what a president does. A president who incites an insurrection against the Capitol. No, but I got the point that you're making about a 1.5 hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But whether it be the man who we saw on the stage tonight, is that the other guy you see in meetings every day?
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and we got to talk about it. Kamala Harris, really? How in the world can these people get on camera and just lie? I just don't understand it, man. We all seen the debate. We all seen President Joe Biden come out as a loser in this daggone debate. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And the fact that this lady has the nerve to get up there and lie to the American people's face and not blink, it makes no sense to me. It really doesn't, man. Before we get into the video, like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. And without further ado, there you go.
John King has described a panic inside the Democratic Party right now because of President Biden's performance in tonight's debate. He's been hearing from Democratic lawmakers and others around the country. Some within your own party are wondering if President Biden should even step aside. What do you say to that?
Listen, first of all, what we saw tonight is the president making a very clear contrast with Donald Trump on all of the issues that matter to the American people. Yes, there was a slow start, but it was a strong finish. And what became very clear.
Strong finish? Man, the delusion is on 1,000 with this one.
Through the course of the night is that Joe Biden is fighting on behalf of the American people, on substance, on policy, on performance. Joe Biden is extraordinarily strong. And
on substance and policy and performance tonight, I mean, the president's performance tonight clearly was disappointing for his supporters. CNN is reporting Democratic lawmakers watching the debate were worried about the president's performance. One said it was a disaster. Another called it a train wreck. Those are Democrats especially worried that Biden did not punch back on Trump's lies.
Listen, people can debate on style points, but ultimately.
That's the crazy thing. That's the narrative that they're going to run with. Everybody is going to get on board. Everybody in mainstream media, everybody in the Democrat Party, they're going to get on board with Trump lied. What we do know is that Biden lied on a multitude of occasions. A multitude of occasions. That dude lied, but yet they won't say that, but they will get out there and say that Trump lied. And to be honest with you, I would assume, this is my guess, they won't tell you where he lied or what he actually lied about. They'll just say he lied. And then if you can tell a lie long enough, that lie will become the truth. And you'll have a bunch of idiots out here that didn't watch the daggone debate for themselves. Or if they did, they don't know anything to really say, yes, it's true or it's not. And they'll just go along to get along. Goodness gracious, man.
Ultimately, this election and who is the president of the United States has to be about substance. And the contrast is clear. Look at what happened during the course of the debate. Donald Trump lied over and over and over again, as he is wont to do. He would not disavow what happened on January 6th. He would not give a clear answer on whether.
Nancy Pelosi is the reason that January 6th happened. He gave a really solid answer to what happened on J6. He gave a solid answer to that question.
He would stand by the election results this November. He went back and forth about where he stands on one of the most critical issues of freedom in America, which is the right of a woman to make decisions about their own body. He has.
That's a lie as well. That's a lie as well. He said it was going to kick back to the states. He also said there were some concessions that he'd be willing to make in reference to incestual situations, rape situations. If the mom's, if the woman's life was in danger, he would be willing to make concessions, although there are a whole host of people out there who wouldn't, but he would be willing to do so. And he said that the best thing for that particular issue is for it to be kicked back to the states. Watch this.
Decision to overturn Roe v. Wade, which returned the issue of abortion to the states.
Correct.
However, the federal government still plays a role in whether or not women have access to abortion pills. They're used in about 2/3 of all abortions. As president, would you block abortion medication?
First of all, the Supreme Court just approved the abortion pill, and I agree with their decision to have done that, and I will not block it. And if you look at this whole question that you're asking, complex but not really complex. 51 years ago, you had Roe v. Wade, and everybody wanted to get it back to the states. Everybody, without exception. Democrats, Republicans, liberals, conservatives, everybody wanted it back. Religious leaders. And what I did is I put 3 great Supreme Court justices on the court, and they happened to vote in favor of killing Roe v. Wade and moving it back to the states. This is something that everybody wanted. Now, 10 years ago or so, they started talking about how many weeks and how many this, getting into other things. But every legal scholar throughout the world, the most respected, wanted it brought back to the states. I did that. Now the states are working it out. If you look at Ohio, it was a decision that was an end result that was a little bit more liberal than you would have thought. Kansas, I would say the same thing. Texas is different. Florida is different. But they're all making their own decisions right now. And right now, the states control it. That's the vote of the people. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in the exceptions. I am a person that believes. And frankly, I think it's important to believe in the exceptions. Some people, you have to follow your heart. Some people don't believe in that. But I believe in the exceptions for rape, incest, and the life of the mother. I think it's very important. Some people don't. Follow your heart. But
So as you've seen, these people, they just lie with a straight face. It's so ridiculous, man.
Been completely ambiguous and all over the place about where he stands on that issue, despite the fact that he hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade. And that's exactly what they did. And just 3 years ago, we commemorated the 2-year anniversary of Dobbs, wherein women across our country have been denied emergency health care.
All that may be true. All that may be true. But the president of the United States was not able to make that case to Donald Trump on the stage tonight. I mean, you debated
He definitely couldn't. And when that particular topic moved a step forward, I want to show y'all this. When that topic moved a step forward, he had no answer for this. Check this out.
The life of the baby in the 9th month and even after birth, because some states, Democrat run, take it after birth. Again, the former governor of Virginia, put the baby down, then we decide what to do with it. So he's willing to, as we say, rip the baby out of the womb in the 9th month and kill the baby.
Absolutely. See, that's the quiet part that they don't want to say out loud. In the state that I live in the state of Maryland. We have it on the books right now that pregnancy terminations can happen all the way up to the 3rd trimester and the 9th month. It's already on the books here. In California, they have a law on the ballot to be voted for peri-birth pregnancy terminations. I don't even know if you call that a pregnancy termination at that point. The child is here and they want to do that. They want to give the ability to do that. This administration, the Democrat Party, they are bloodthirsty. They are evil. They are satanic. They are demonic. Think about this, man. My son, my oldest, he was born at month 8. He was 1 month early. Came out healthy, beautiful, gorgeous, and everything else. But he was a fully functioning human being. And they want to have the ability to snuff something like that out. It's flat out ridiculous, man. These people are evil.
Against then Vice President Vice President Biden 4 years ago. And he was a very different person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him. You must I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Let me back that up just a little bit. I want you guys to hear the full question here. Let me back it up just a little bit, and listen, watch her lie with a straight face. She may not even blink.
Person on the stage 4 years ago when you debated him, you must, I mean, that's certainly true, is it not?
Anderson, the point has to be performance in terms of what a president does. A
Right,
president who
but that is
incites
what is
an
scary for
insurrection
people
against the
watching this.
Capitol. No, but I got the point that you're making about a one.
You know how when people get loud, raise an octave, you know they're getting defensive. You know they don't really have a real answer to the question, so they got to raise their voice. And now she's going to overtalk him, be extremely disrespectful, and then not answer the question.
And a half-hour debate tonight. I'm talking about 3.5 years of performance in work that has been historic.
But
whether
is
it
that
be
the man who we
the
saw
former
on the
guy, the
stage
other
tonight,
guy,
is that
the other
person
guy
you
on
see
the
in meetings
debate
every day?
stage, the person that you saw on the debate stage that has, for the last 3.5 years, up until today, performed in a way that has been about, whether it be in the Oval Office, negotiating bipartisan deals so that we have an infrastructure, a real infrastructure plan where we're putting trillions of dollars on the streets of America to upgrade our infrastructure. Whether it be the person I see in the Oval Office who is meeting with heads of the military and the intelligence community and in the Situation Room, ensuring the safety of America. The person I see in Joe Biden on the world stage, convening world leaders who often ask for his advice. Most recently,
I highly doubt world leaders are asking for that dude's advice. How many gaffes do we have to see? How many gaffes have we seen over the past, 3 weeks to a month? Really? You're going to make us believe, or you're going to try to convince us that world leaders are leaning on President Joe Biden for advice? Really? Come on, man. Stop it.
just during the G7 conference. So I'm not going to spend all night with you talking about the last 90 minutes when I've been watching the last 3.5 years of performance.
But this was a debate that your campaign wanted. You pushed for this debate at this moment. Obviously, I mean, you can't honestly say, I mean, can you say that you are not concerned at all having watched the president's performance tonight?
Watch another lie come out her mouth.
It was a slow start. That's obvious to everyone. I'm not going to debate that point.
It was a slow start. It was a slow finish as well. Let's check out what crybaby Van Jones has to say. Come on now. At least they're willing to keep it real.
There is no two ways about it. That was not a good debate for Joe Biden.
Ben?
That was painful. I love Joe Biden. I work for Joe Biden. He did.
This is the same guy that was crying the day that Joe Biden won the presidency, talking about my kids. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. It was the phoniest alligator tears I've ever seen in my life.
Didn't do well at all. He did not do well at all. And he looked, I'll give you the analysis. You kind of have the old man versus the con man. I can walk you through how I'm supposed to see it and say it, but I just want to speak from my heart. I love that guy. That's a good man. He loves his country. He's doing the best that he can. But he had a test to meet tonight to restore confidence of the country and of the base. And he failed.
Oh, yeah, Van. We know he didn't do that. He did not step up to the task. A week off wasn't long enough. He needed a month or so. Let's check out what Trump deranged chink yogurt has to say about this.
And the whole time the split screen is killing Biden because he's got his mouth open. He looks confused, doesn't know where he is. He's lost his train of thought at least twice in like disastrous shape. Those are going to be played 1 billion times in viral video after viral video. This is an epic disaster. I see people online saying, well, okay, that answer wasn't so bad. No, it doesn't. Any particular answer doesn't matter at all. This thing is over. He looks like he's barely surviving. I don't mean the debate, I mean life.
So you've seen that. At least we had a few people in the media from the liberal side of things say exactly what it is. They didn't come out here and lie to us. Chink Yogurt, we know he's Trump deranged, but at least he was honest in this particular clip here. Van Jones, we know he's Trump deranged as well, but at least he was honest in his clip. At least. Now, what we do know is everybody is going to say, oh, Trump lied, Trump lied, Trump lied. They're never going to tell you where he lied or what he lied about, but they got to tell you that, because that's what it is with the Democrat Party. They're not allowed to be free thinkers. They're not allowed to have a mind of their own. I keep telling y'all, the Democrat Party is the gang, blood in, blood out. You either all in or all out with them. There's no in between. There's no gray area. There's no ability for you to think for yourself. You got to get all the way on board with these people. That's just what it is. But isn't that what the devil does? Let me know what you guys think, man. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Consider joining the ARP family. It helps me. It helps the team. It supports the channel. I appreciate each and every person that has joined the ARP family thus far. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. And I'm going to catch up with you all next time. Peace.